Hey guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a video test drive on a 2015 Hyundai Sonata. If you've never been on my video test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video and I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being in the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic and this is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, this is meant to be a sneak peek at how the vehicle drives and any potential issues I notice as we're going along. So we'll take a look around the vehicle and then we'll go for a drive. And I'm super impressed with this one. I just got in it and went to lunch and it started right up. It's quiet. It's smooth. It does have some other things going on with it, but here we go. Okay, so obviously you're going to notice the things that it's got going on with it. It's a little bit rough. It's definitely seen its share of fender benders. It is a clean title. It is not prior salvage, but it does have some dents and dings. So this is definitely one that you're going to drive if you don't care what the heck people think about you and you just want something that runs and drives. That being said, you know, it's not horrible. I've definitely seen worse, but you've got dents and dings and scratches and stuff all up in here. These tires are decent. Probably 45% on the rear tires. And maybe 35% on the front tires. You can see here this thing is bent right there, but it doesn't affect the door at all. It opens just fine, doesn't click or pop or anything like that. But the inside is pretty decent. It's clean. It's the gray tan leather. Looks like there might be a rip on the other side. But for the most part, it looks like it's pretty much all together. All right, back end looks pretty good. And then this side, for the most part, it's all there. There is a little ding right here, and then there's the front bumper, which kind of goes across the whole thing. And so just like the bottom of the bumper kind of got ripped off. And so you can see kind of what's missing over here. So you've got like some headlights and stuff or not headlights, but the fog lights that are kind of hanging there. So if you wanted to make it look a lot prettier, you could put a bumper on it, or you could even put a bra on it, and it would clean it up a little bit. There's really, I don't think, anything you can do about this side, you know, unless you replaced all of the body panels. But I think it's probably a better option to just drive the car and get your money out of its reliability. So there's that. We'll get inside and you can see that the radio is working. I'll turn that down. And we've got, let's see, windows. Driver's side window works. Passenger side window works. Rear passenger side window works. And rear driver's side window works. We've got 165,000 miles on there. The LED screen on here is not doing that flickering thing. That is just a reaction between the camera and the screen. Let's see, there's that check engine light on there, which I will show you. And you see that by that Fahrenheit, it's flashing. That's your ambient air temperature sensor. So that's one of the check engine lights, ambient air temperature sensor circuit. I think that little thing up there, I think that's your ambient air temperature sensor, which pretty much just tells you what the temperature is outside. And they're just saying that it's not working. Then there's 125 insufficient coolant temperature for closed loop fuel control. I'm not exactly sure what that means. And then there's the ambient air temperature again, the insufficient temperature again. 140 is the O2 sensor circuit, no activity. The auction did say it had a little bit of an exhaust rattle. I haven't heard that yet, but that would make sense with an O2 sensor because that's in your exhaust system. So really you've got 2 or 3 codes that just repeat themselves in different formats. So there's that. Let's see, like I said, we've got radio. We do have a backup camera, but it's either really dirty, and I kind of felt it, or like something's missing in it or broken or something, because it's just white. And I kind of felt back there, it feels like the glass that's usually over it is off. And so I don't know if it's working or if it just needs to be cleaned. So I'll clean it when I get back just to see if that fixes it. But so it does have a backup camera. It just may not be functioning quite right. Okay, we've got heat. We've got heated seats. You can see we're going to turn that on. And then, let's see, increase my fan. We'll check our heat. And we'll see how that goes. And then, let's see, no sunroof. I don't know what this button is. Drive mode. Let's see. So we can go to eco, or we can go to sport, and I don't know which is which, but you can kind of choose that in there. And then this does have the auto stick. So if you wanted to drive like a stick shift car, essentially you could just by going over that way, and then you're in stick shift mode. I don't really want to do that, so I'm just going to drive it in auto. And we'll go for a drive, and then we'll check on the heat and the air conditioning as we're going. And my seatbelt light is beeping, so I'm going to put my seatbelt on. Sorry, my finger is in the camera there. Probably not a great spot to enter because there's traffic coming from around the corner. And all right, off we go. And like I said, when I started this up at the lot, like I was super impressed with it. It just fired right up. It was quiet. It was smooth. It drives really smooth. Like it looks worse than it is. Because it accelerates well and it drives smooth. I think I've seen that 125 code before. I think a lot of times that's been in relation to like a thermostat. So if your thermostat is stuck open or stuck closed, or if it's just not reading correctly. I think I've seen that before. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time I'm wrong. Alright, I don't hear any suspension noise. Let's do our turn signals. Left turn signal works. Right turn signal works. Let's try our windshield wipers. Oh, okay. I need to put some wipers on there. The wiper arms work. There are no wipers on here, so I will get some wipers on there. But yeah, the wipers do work. We will try our cruise. If I can figure out how to turn that on, I'm gonna set. And we've got cruise. Cruise works. And our last thing is brakes. So we will check our brakes, and they are phenomenal. They stop you just fine. No grinding, no vibration, no noise, no funny stuff. They do what they're supposed to do. So that's what I've got. Overall, I think this car runs and drives very well. What you're looking at is body stuff, I think. There is a check engine light, like if you want that ambient air temperature sensor to work. I think there's something you can fix with that. Potentially a thermostat, and the O2 sensor is, you can always replace those. I hardly ever do. Usually they don't ever cause any issues, except, unless you're dealing with emission stuff like in St. Louis County, or, where they're doing emissions testing. So if you have any questions, my cell phone is 309-267-7200. Thanks, guys.